Alright, so I wanted to come on here for a brief update on something new I'm working on, and I'm very excited to show all of you. So you know how I do usually the smaller plushies, for instance, like one of these guys where they're not very big and they don't take that long. Usually I just kind of stick with these because they are quicker to make, but I had a vision, okay? Hello and welcome back to another video. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Brittany. I do a lot of Pokemon crocheting over here. So for context, a little while ago, I crocheted this big guy, this Mew, and it took a long time. A lot longer than I anticipated, and I kind of just stopped making them in general because yeah, they're so time consuming. Shout out to all of you who do these bigger projects more often. I don't have the patience, unfortunately. But yeah, after making this Mew, I was like, okay, let me take a break for a little while. So that's why you guys saw a lot of the smaller ones. But I had this idea. So if you guys don't know, my favorite starter Pokemon is Squirtle. And not only do I love Squirtle, but I love the evolutions as well. And that includes Wartortle and Blastoise. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's kind of criminal that I don't have a plushie of Blastoise or Squirtle or Wartortle, you know? So it got me thinking, what if, now hear me out, what if I made a giant Blastoise? However, I don't know if you guys are familiar with shiny Pokemon. Shiny Pokemon are essentially another variant of the Pokemon that has different coloring, and it's in older games, 1 in 8,000 chance of finding one. So it's, a very rare Pokemon. Keeping that in mind, I love Blastoise, and I also love the color purple. And if you guys have seen Blastoise as shiny, Blastoise is actually purple. So with that, I decided, well, let me just make a shiny Blastoise as my new giant plushie. So that's what we'll be doing. If you guys are like me, if I start a new crochet project that I'm really excited about, I will literally hyper fixate on it for a few days at the start. So I actually kind of went insane and crocheted almost half of it by this point. So yeah, let me show you guys what I have ready. First off, I crocheted the body. It is already ginormous, and I haven't even crocheted the head or the legs or any other part of it yet. So to be determined the actual height. To compare to Mew though, I think it's about the same, the body shape. So I think it'll be around this size if I had to guess. I also crocheted the shell, which is going to be a green color. Obviously Blastoise is normal color is a brown shell, but shiny Blastoise has a green one, which I kind of do like. I think the green and the purple contrast is really nice. So it'll essentially just go on like this at some point. Next, I have the cannon covers, which essentially go over the cannons that Blastoise has. These aren't too exciting, but they are necessary, so we had to crochet them. So they'll go probably here. And lastly, the cannons, I have two, and these will go underneath, kind of like this. Sort of. It'll look better when it's all made, but yeah, that's the idea. And then the shell will go behind. So this is I guess a rough draft, if you want to call it that. But of course, we'll sew everything on later and it'll make a lot more sense. Not only are all of those done, I also crocheted a little bit of the head. I'm still working on it. It's still attached to the yarn. I think I have 15 rows in already. So I haven't done too much progress, but I did start on it, so that's a win. But yeah, if you look at the colors, the purple, this is my favorite color ever, so I'm so excited. We have the purple and the green, and I just think it's gonna look so good. I cannot wait. This is my update for now. Obviously, we're gonna keep crocheting, and if I had to guess, this is about 2 days worth of progress. Not gonna lie, after work, I just sat there and crocheted until I got a lot of progress done. So we did kind of go insane on this. That's all I got for now, and I will see you all in the next update. I also want to mention the pattern I'm using is not my own. It is by Loops by Cat. I will link their Instagram below, as well as the webpage where I found the pattern on if you guys want to check it out. Okay, it's officially the end of the week, and I am finally done with all the pieces. Let me see if I can bring them all over here for you guys to see without having them fall over. It's quite the mess right now. All right, can you hear me? Look at all these pieces. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to show you guys this in the best way I can. There's a lot going on, but I believe last update update, I already had most of the body done, as well as some accessories for it. So we had the cannons, the cannon covers, and the last thing we needed were the limbs. So the head, arms, legs, all of that fun stuff. So the head is done. The only like question I have about it is how tiny it is. Like if you see it on the body, it looks so small. So I'm like not sure how it's gonna look, but you know, gotta trust the process, believe in the pattern. I think it'll be fine, but like I'm just, you know, internally I'm like, wait, that is so small. So yeah, the head is done, as well as these arms. Look how like bulky they are. He is very strong. So I have 2 of them done. I got 2 of the legs, which I kind of like the shape of it. It looks like a little bean. So these 2 are finished. I have the tail done, and then this is for the chin for the head. Lastly, I have the ears completed. There's a few other accessories I also need to crochet, but I think by this point I can probably put everything together, start crocheting the pieces together, and we'll see how it turns out. And then I think we'll just crochet the like small extra pieces as we go, as we sew it on. If you guys are curious, this is a standing desk that I got from Amazon. Since I have no room, I actually use it as a like place to put all of my work in progress pieces for crochet, and it's nice because I can just like move it around wherever. I meant to use this as a way to, you know, not be sitting down all day, but alas, here we are. Maybe I'll get a second one just so I can actually use it for its purpose. All right, so now that we have all the pieces done, I am going to actually go live on twitch.tv/pinkbritters, and I'm going to hang out with chat as we try to crochet all of these pieces. I'm kind of curious to know how much we'll be able to get done today. I don't know if we'll do the entire thing, but that is my goal. I plan to only stream for about maybe 4 hours today, so within that time frame we'll see what it's looking like. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Oh no. Guys. There's something wrong with my cat. Anyways, this is how Blastoise looks, right? I think that makes sense. I think this is how it's supposed to look for Blastoise. So we'll start sewing that on. I think it's a little uneven. Not the worst thing though. I think I can maybe adjust it here. I think I can fix it. It's like a little lopsided like here, the increases, but it's all good. All right, looks like I sewed all of it on. Head is complete, sort of. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It did say row 5, so I think we did this right. I think that's correct. Okay, so head's done. Now what? It looks so tiny. I really don't understand. There's not enough sentences for me to comprehend this. 1 second. Detailed instructions. Her greatest weakness. I know. Truly. Something's off. Then why do I have this giant hole in the body? That's what I want to know. I think what I need is if I had to guess, this like cream part, whatever it's called, this like chin is supposed to like attach to the body like that. This is where it says they want the head, like right here. Oh man, I'm struggling. His head looks so tiny still. I don't know if I trust it. I really don't know if this is correct. Hello! Welcome in. Cool. The head is done. Attach the tail in the middle of the back. She's not like that. I'm up in her space right now. Is that how it's supposed to look? What does Blastoise even look like? I guess so, because then the shell goes on top. All right, we got a guy now. It looks like what would you describe this as? I really don't know. Are we sewing the shell? Oh yay, okay, shell time. Maybe I should start sewing first. You know what? Before stuffing, how about this? Let me sew it on first, and then I'll stuff it. I think that makes more sense. But you know what? It's not as big as I thought it would look. Like, he's pretty big, but in comparison to the Mew, he's like a tiny little baby. So he's not like huge, you know? I would say medium size. It was definitely a lot quicker to make than the Mew. The only thing that took a while was the body, but all the other pieces were like kind of small. I don't know what she's doing. She's obsessed with this chair. Yeah, I don't know. She's doing some extreme sports over here. I don't know what's going on, but I fear this chair is going to be destroyed by like the end of the year. All right, I think I'm at the point where I can maybe start stuffing this. How long has it been? An hour and a half? We only sewed like 3 pieces on, huh? Or maybe 4. This is our 4th one. I guess we can maybe finish it today. Oh, alrighty. The shell is done. What do we think? Pretty good. If anything, the shells like doesn't feel big enough, but I guess the arms go here, the legs will go here. Like, I think I see the vision. All right, time for arms, it looks like. Okay. Should I do the claws first? I guess, yeah, that'll make it easier to like sew them on. Well, I don't know how the arms are supposed to go. I don't know, I'm thinking. I guess I could position it however I want, right? Technically. Let me look at a reference. Oh, they're like in front, so like this and curved up. Okay. All right, let's work on those claws. This claw is so tiny. All right, 2 more. I didn't think these would take that long to make. It's literally just 6 stitches. But yeah, I'm trying to flip it like inside out every time I finish one, and it's a struggle. Okay, that's 5. 1 more. I could have prepped these earlier, but like I know myself, and if I try to make them earlier, I will lose them because they are so small. Might as well just make them before I sew. All the spikes are finished. All right, what does Blastoise hand situation look like? So if the arm is like this, right, going inwards, it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay, I feel like stream's been going by a little slow today, I won't lie. Like, I feel like I got a lot done and it's only been 2 hours, which is a good thing. Usually it's like the opposite, where like it'll be 3 hours done and I've done nothing, you know, so this is good. Here's this little arm that we're gonna sew on eventually. Let me sew the spikes on the other one so that I don't lose them on accident, because that will happen. Now these are all done. Oh wow, I'm making the biggest mess. Bunch of yarn scraps. We got 2 Blastoise hands, arms. We can sew these on, I believe. Alrighty, 1 arm is done. It looks awkward, but I think once he has the leg and like the cannon right here, I think it'll look more normal. He just looks so stubby. He's a chonker, if I do say so. Like pretty even, huh? The only thing is the head might be a little bit like off center, but I could like fix that a little bit. Yeah, I think it looks good. So we gotta do the cannons. Needs some eyes too. He has ears. I haven't sewn them on yet. That's it. Cannon, legs, ears, eyes, and then maybe some details. All right, what is next? Gotta attach the knee covers. I don't have them crocheted yet. He has claws on his feet too. Oh man, I got some work to do on the legs. Maybe I do that last. Let's do the cannons first. Wait, you do the cannon covers, then the cannon? Like this, I think, is what they mean. Okay, how's that look? I think I did pretty good. I think they should be higher up, but I think we'll just make it work. Attach the cannon inside. Okay, I think I'm gonna sew the cannon on first, just so I know it's facing the right way. So that's what it'll look like. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, very Blastoise-y. Is like an awkward angle to sew at. Cannon covers are gonna look a little odd, but we'll just have to roll with it. I feel like the cannon's a little scuffed because I kind of forced it to be like higher up. Also, the head is uneven. I may have to resew it. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it is the head, but I could just like move it to the side and it'll be fine. Kind of a chonker. I think we established he's just a really chonky Blastoise. I think with the legs though, maybe he'll look less chonk because the legs will go here. It'll look normal. But yeah, I think it's turning out pretty good. You see the muscles on the guy? Definitely very strong. He almost reminds me of like a little T-Rex where he has like tiny limbs and like just a ginormous body. Yeah, the head was like super concerning when I first made it because the head is so small compared to his giant body. But with everything like sewn together, it looks good. So okay, I think this is done. I think I like how that looks. This should be like forward more, but I mean, it matches the other one, so. I'm excited to make like the eyes and everything. I feel like that'll really tie it together. Cute little expression too. Yay! I think that's all of the remaining threads. Okay, here's him so far. Very Blastoise looking. But yeah, I think this is probably where I have to end it because I do have to go to my goals today and they close in about 45 minutes. So I have to do some more crocheting tonight to get like the knee knee pads and everything in the legs. I don't think it's that much, to be honest, and it should be done hopefully tonight. We'll see. Okay, so when I said I would finish the Blastoise tonight, what I actually meant to say was I will procrastinate for about 2 weeks and then I'll finish Blastoise. Granted, it was the holidays, so can you blame me? Anyways, I have great news to report. Blastoise is officially done. So without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? Here's Blastoise! At the beginning of this project, I was a little bit skeptical about how it would turn out, but honestly, like, I could not be more happy with the results. I'm so glad we went for the shiny version because I love these colors. They look so good together. So what I didn't get to share with you guys is the making of the eyes and also some of the details, and I also sewed on the legs. So story time about the eyes, I usually would hot glue the eye pieces together and then sew on the eye itself onto the plushie. But this time I went for a different option. I actually sewed on every single individual piece of the eye. Let me try to get a close-up for you guys. Like, if you can see that detail, I think it looks so much better. I also had a small crisis recently where one of the eye pieces that I hot glued have actually fallen off my plushie. So I think going forward, I'm just going to be sewing them on. Even though it takes a little bit longer to do, I think overall it'll look a lot more polished and I don't have to worry about it falling off, so that is great news. Oh, I'm so happy this is finally done and I can start working on a new project. Speaking of, let me give you guys a sneak peek of something that I actually did start recently. Here's a little swatch that I made. It's a work in progress, but it'll be a Pokemon themed something, and I cannot say what it is, but it'll be very fun to make and I'll hopefully have a video on that coming up. Honestly, it means so much for all of you guys to be supporting my crochet journey. Without you guys, I would honestly have no one to share this passion with, and I'm so grateful for all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you guys want to see more crochet videos in the future, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I know I've been a little sporadic recently, but if you guys want to catch one of my live streams, I will be live on twitch.tv/pinkcritters. You can find me there too. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Blastoise says bye too.